Secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more.
Yo, what is poppin', YouTube? It's the top of the week, so you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr.BandClap, at it again with another on point Orisha Tarot forecast spread for the week of September the 7th through September the 13th of 2020. Happy Labor Day to all of y'all out there. And for today and this week, this spread will be brought to you by the highly venerated Loa Ayazan. She's been coming to me very, very heavy these past few days, and I've been learning a lot about her. And with me learning a lot about her, I've learned a lot about myself. Because it's funny because, I've always liked older women, older, mature women, ever since I was young. And me synonymizing myself with that Eshu, Legba type of energy, and with today being Monday, it's only right that we talk about Legba's wife, named Ayazan. Ayazan, she is a very primordial Lua. Very, very primordial. She's an older woman. And, she's very beautiful. She's very graceful. She's very poised. And not only does she represent the first Mambo, she's highly respected in the Loa. And she's a very, very good Loa to call on when you're doing divination. And, she makes sure that you don't come under any type of spiritual attacks or anything like that when you're opening yourself up, doing spiritual work for people and stuff like that. So for men and for women, Ayazan is a very, very venerated Loa to assist you. But you don't want to patron her for trivial things. We gotta be mature. But she has a childlike side to her as well. But she's very poised. She's very poised. She's very she's very serious when it comes to her work. She can also be looked at kind of like Ashira, because she's very earthy. She loves being in nature. She loves being in dealing with herbs and a lot of primordial type of things. And there's a lot to Ayazan. There's a lot. There's even a lot more to her than what you would read on the internet. There's a lot more to her than what you would read in a book and stuff like that. So for my people out there, who's into divination and stuff like that, Ayazan can give you some very, very good protection. She has that old Akasha Obanani type of energy, Nana Baruku type of energy. But she's very, very powerful. She's extremely powerful. And I want to send an ashe to Ayazan. So moving forward, as you know, for those who this may be your first time seeing me do this, this side right here represents all the total energies for the week. And as you can see, each row is for a specific day. And you may not feel these energies on that particular day, but you may feel these energies sometime this week. And since this is the YouTube version, I'm only going to pull the first card off of each of these rows. And if you want to see me pull every single card from these, go to www.patreon.com/BandClapTV. All right, so let's get started. So let's see what we have for the overall energy of this week. All right, this is the 9 of Earth, and this 9 of Earth, it represents a lot of us right now. Remember last week we were talking about karma. We was talking about the good karma. And as we see from last week it should have showed us the people who we need to keep around us with this good karma, and the people that we need to let go because of this good karma. And when we look closely into this 9 of Earth, because when I think about the 9 of Earth, this reminds me of Obanani and her trip to the underworld. You know, after everything happened between her and Shango, you know, this kind of symbolizes while she was leaving the earth that she loves, but due to the evil and stuff that was going on and everybody looking at her a certain way and all of these things, you know, this represents her making that journey to the underworld. But she sowed a lot of seeds with Oshun. You know, she told all of her secrets to Oshun, all of the things that she learned on her journey, so that a new generation of Oshuns will be born and they will know Obanani secrets, so they won't make the same mistakes that she did. So looking at this card, it's showing you a lonely woman with her back turned, and she is plowing the land for subsequent sowing. And since this is upright, it means this woman has adopted that position because she prefers solitude to the incompatibility of those who would not understand her. And this isn't just talking about women, you know, this is talking about for us guys too. You know, I just got finished watching a panel with Sister George and Concrete Rose. And literally after that, I pulled these cards, you know, after I cleared the energies in the room and stuff like that. And I pretty much I've been at this conclusion. You know, it's time for us soul family. You know, we can't hold the black community to a task that we had to do on our own, in our own self journey. Remember, You came into this world alone. You're going to leave this world alone. You find your enlightenment on your own. It's a self journey. You know, all that saving the community and all of that stuff. You can't do that. That's a misnomer. You can't do that. It's all about that self enlightenment. You gotta let the dead lie with the dead. You know. And for examples, look at people like Michael Jackson, who tried to heal the world. And look what they did to him. Look at every single leader that we've had that tried to heal the community. And it was that same community that ended up turning on a lot of them. You know? So keep that in mind. This is a self journey. You can't make people see things from your enlightened eyes if they themselves haven't went on that journey themselves. And that's one thing that we got to come out of, and we got to be this 9 of earth. So it says this woman has adopted that position because she prefers solitude to the incompatibility of those who could not understand her. For time was running away, and it was necessary to provide for the future. Remember, the stuff that us Soul Family are doing with our videos and with our content is not necessarily to get the people who are stuck in their ways and the people who feel like they're too far gone to try to get them to turn around. No, our messages are for the youth of the future. And the children who haven't even been born yet, who when they get born, they're going to come across our content the same way I came across Bobby Hemmitt's content and stuff like that. And how it helped me tremendously on my stages of enlightenment. And this is stuff that he was saying back in the 90s and stuff like that. So it says, she prefers to go away. She herself, with her wisdom, upon noticing the danger, but without false pride, cultivates a virgin land with love in order to enjoy its fruits later. Deep love for life and all of nature, without retaining useless and destructive rancor. And in a lot of ways, this kind of represents Ayazan as well. This represents Obanani going to the underworld. And this also represents Ayazan. You know, she's not one of those type of Loa that, you know, she's gonna beg you to seek her. You know, just like how you gotta find Eshu. You know, you gotta find Legba. You gotta find them. They're not gonna come to you a lot of times. Sometimes they will. They may come to you in a way to test your heart and to test your spirit. But in a lot of situations, you gotta seek them. You know, and that's what this 9 of earth is talking about. A lot of us, we understand that we're not the leaders of the community like our ancestors did. You know, it's for us to get the information, you know, and put the messages out for the people who need to hear it. And don't worry about if you're not getting millions and millions of views and millions of subscribers and all of that type of stuff. Because in this journey, I'm even understanding that it's only for a certain amount of people. And even if you got a few subscribers and stuff like that, financially, you will always be taken care of, you know, when you're doing this work. Okay, let's see what Monday has for us. All right. So we got the guardian angel reversed again. This came out a couple weeks ago. And with this guardian angel reversed, this is talking about if you're using your magic or your alchemy, things like that, in the wrong type of way, with the wrong type of intentions and stuff like that, this talks about a significant lack of protection and ruptures, disagreements, disharmony. It's already happening right now with this whole Candace Owens and versus Cardi B, with the whole Prince and I forgot the other guy, but the whole Christian scam, all of that stuff. It's a lot of disagreements, a lot of disharmony that you're gonna see in the world. Bad energies, influences are brought near. Distancing yourself from or fighting with partners and associates, communication problems, and this explains this so much more. This is us taking the high road. This is us taking the high road. We're not supposed to be involved in this type of behavior. We're supposed to be still in our good karma. We're supposed to be still riding that wave of prosperity and positivity and all of those things. We work too hard to get to that good karma for us to give in to the negative energy that's going to be going on. And I'm already seeing it today. I'm already seeing it. I just left from like 2 panels of disagreements, disharmony, bad energy. A lot of that was being spewed out, and once it got too overwhelming for my spirit, I turned it off and I put my binaural beats on, and I started listening to some positive music, burnt some sage and some Palo Santo, and I set my deities up. Shout out to Oshun, Aset, and Big Mama right there. Yeah, I mean. So stay spiritually protected. Call on Ayazan. She's at your service when you're trying to protect yourself from spiritual attacks and this negative energy. Especially my people out there who's giving readings and stuff. You're giving readings, you're opening yourself up to people's problems and negative energy that people are trying to release from them. You don't want that to leech off of you. So, definitely do that. All right. So let's see what Tuesday has for us. And Tuesday, we got 3 cards for the top row. So let's see. Let me do this one first. All right. So that's the air element upright. Very telling. Very telling. We also have the 4 of fire upright. And then we have the 4 of earth. Okay. So that's a very clear-cut message right there. So this card is specifically for my Geminis, Libra, and Aquarius. And it's funny because Cardi B is actually a Libra. Trump is a Gemini. So this air element is talking about your communication. Your communication, your intelligence, and when it's upright, it's talking about making sure that this air element is on point for the right reasons. If you're communicating this week, Make sure it's on something high vibrational. And what high vibrational things that you need to be communicating, you might ask? Well, that's what this card, this 4 of Fire, is talking about. This 4 of Fire card talks about thankfulness, recognition of all favors, help, and cooperation received, collectively or individually, but representing the majority, social, family, community, work group. It's talking about humility in isolated or connected acts, which gradually and systematically bring prosperity, happiness, joy, and peace. That's all you need to be communicating and talking about this week. You know, not this, not the negative, not the bad energy. This is all what the Bible said. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises shall continually be in my mouth. What's continually going to be in my mouth is thankfulness and recognition to my ancestors, to the Orishas that are on my side, to the Loa that are on my side, all gods known and unknown that are on my side. Thankfulness, recognition, you know. And we know that this 4 of Earth is talking about that slow but steady path to success. Because Ayazan is a very, very, she's primordial. So these goddesses like Ayazan and Akasha and Lilith, these goddesses and these entities that are primordial, they work outside of time. So what that means is not all the time your road to success is just going to be a quick road, you know, easy, quick and easy road. As you can see with that goat, because you know that goat represents Capricorn. Capricorn represents the 10th house. You know, 10 is the number of completion, but 10 is also the number of focus and career. So some of us, we're working a lot towards our career this week. So we definitely need to be in this thankful energy. You know, it's already done. You know, give thanks and give praise, even though you're on this journey right here. And it's a slow and steady road. Give thanks and positive communication to your ancestors like you already got those coins right there. Give thanks as if you already got the blessing that you're trying to bring into your life for this week. Whatever that is. Because we're all supposed to be, remember what I told you last week. You know, just because we got some good karma and stuff like that, don't mean that you're supposed to be slacking off with your work. It's still work time. It's still time to be working on whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, because when it comes to the things of this world, things are still crumbling. Nothing is absolute. You know, there's no comfortability when it comes to depending on things of this world, because it's crumbling every day, every hour, every minute. So we all need to be on this 4 of Earth. We still need to be on the grind, you know. But while you're on the grind, be thankful to your ancestors, known and unknown, who are helping you behind the scenes. And make sure that you're communicating your thanks to them, so that you getting these coins, you know, so they can continue to make that slow and steady road a prosperous road for you. So that's a really, really beautiful message for Tuesday. Let's see what Wednesday has for us. All right. Wednesday, hump day. And we got the couple. Very, very dope card because it's upright. Now, I don't know what else this couple is signifying because I haven't pulled these cards right here that also represents Wednesday. You'll have to check out the Patreon version. But who knows? For somebody, when they're on the grind and they got their eyes on the prize and they're going up this mountain, and you might think that once you get to the top of your peak, all you're gonna get is your coins. But who knows? Your soulmate or your twin flame might be waiting for you on that top, on that mountain. And that twin flame might have been looking at you while you were at the bottom, secretly and quietly trying to see how bad do you want them? How bad do you want it? So for some people, this might be a relationship. This might be you getting yourself together so you can get into a relationship with your twin flame. It might not be about financial success for some of y'all. So if you're single right now and you're actually looking for your twin flame and you're on this road of self-improving and getting yourself together and stuff like that, give thanks to your ancestors and your spirit guides, known and unknown. Give thanks to them as if you already got it. Visualize it. Visualize what you want your twin flame to be or whatever. And you are the God. You are the goddess. So it shall come to pass. Okay. So now, let's see what Thursday has for us. All right. So we got the Two of Fire reversed. This is for my Sagittarius brothers and sisters. And this card talks about losing strength, imprudence, lack of security measures against outside dangers. Your defenses are weak. Your actions do not coincide with your feelings or with what is proper. Again, this card right here, this air element and this 4 of fire and this 9 of earth is going to be extremely important. Don't wrap yourself up into meaningless disagreements. Don't put yourself in meaningless debates and arguments and stuff just for the sake of being right, because you will lose strength, because this is not what our energy is supposed to be on. We're supposed to be like this goat climbing up the top, and with this couple, as you can see, this couple is in the middle of this, which is losing strength, and this, which means the ultimate strength. So, which one are you? Definitely keep that in mind, because when this is upright, it's talking about joining forces for a mutual understanding and protection, companionship in a new enterprise or a job, the joining of feelings. If you put these principles into practice, your domination and your achievements will increase. So, that's what this card means when it's upright. So definitely keep that in mind. All right. So let's see what Friday has for us. And we're getting towards the end of the week. And we have Oshumare, which is the divine serpent of knowledge, wisdom, and cosmic balance. And I just found this out, but Oshumare is known as a feminine goddess. At first I thought Oshumare was a male god. But what I read as well is that it could be either. It could be either. Because it represents that fluidity, as you can see with the rainbow that's behind it. So for some of y'all, a situation with a couple can leave you like this, can make you feel like this. So for some of y'all, y'all might be breaking up. You might be breaking up from a significant other. You know, some of y'all might be doing this 9 of earth, leaving a situation, and it might be a relationship that you're leaving. And you might feel real weak and stuff because you gave a lot of your energy in that relationship. But with this Oshumare coming right after it, it literally means that there's a silver lining with that. There's a rainbow, and there's a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, which means that the breakup had to happen so you can achieve this cosmic balance, this wisdom. You're supposed to get the wisdom from this situation. And for the rest of us, if you took heed to the stuff that I was saying at the beginning of the week, you're going to be very cosmically balanced, and you're going to understand why I said what I said if you heeded it. And you will be wise like a serpent. You will be very wise because you stood back, you didn't get into the frivolousness and the BS that's going to be going on this week. You know, you stood your ground, you stayed on your grind, you gave thanks to your ancestors, you patroned Ayazan, and she was able to keep your energy high and stuff like that. You know, so you wasn't spiritually attacked this week. And now you're the wise serpent. You know, people are coming around you, and they're wondering, how is it that you haven't blew up? Why is it that you haven't flown off your handle like everybody else? And everybody's looking at you as the wise one. You know. So that's a very beautiful card. Very dope card. So now it's Saturday and it's the weekend, baby. So let's see what Saturday has for us. Saturday. All right. So this is the Ace of Earth reversed. And we know that that's the Taurus. That's for a lot of my Tauruses out there. So again, this is just a warning. You know, do not let yourself get carried away by passion, greed, and lack of altruism. You know, if it's something that you need to let go so you can achieve this cosmic balance, let it go. Don't be stubborn. Don't be stubborn, because it's only going to drive you into confusion and blindness. Reconsider the situation. Reconsider the situation before you get stubborn. You know, because at the end of the day, whatever it is that you feel like is going to make you weak is really something that's supposed to balance you back out. Because maybe it was something toxic that you needed to get rid of. You know, so don't be stubborn. All right. So let's see what Sunday has for us. And Sunday is the day that I'm going to pull all 3 cards. I forgot to say that. So let's see what we got. Okay. We got the 7 of fire. Again, this for my Sagittarius brothers and sisters. Fire sign. 7 of fire reversed. We have the 9 of fire upright. And we also have the fire element reversed. So this makes a lot of sense. So some of us may be going through a lot of things this week that may spiritually get us down. You know, we might go through a lot of things that can spiritually drain us this week, because look what the beginning of the week, we got that guardian angel reversed. So a lot of negative energy. A lot of us, you know, since we're so empathic, even though we might not engage in it ourselves, we still might feel the sadness and we still might feel some of that negativity, and it might get us down, you know. And our fire might be a little dim because of all the stuff that's going on in the world. So this is the answer that you need to do. This 9 of fire, as you can see, 9 large candles, each representing a state of meditation and enlightenment. A man wearing a white turban lies on a straw mat in a mystical, profound state, knowing that this period of asceticism and fasting will result in his transformation and regeneration. You know, and that's what the number 9 represents. So you see, everything is everything when you got the number 9 at the end of the week, and then you got the number 9 at the beginning of the week. So this is all transformative energy. You know, 9 of earth. We're transforming when it comes to our intellect and our intelligence and our logic. A lot of things when it comes to that are transforming, which means that, you know, since your logic is different than everybody else's, and you're transforming that logic, yeah, you're going to get a lot of hatred. You're going to get a lot of haters, you know. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of detractors and stuff like that. But what this 9 of fire is saying that you're going through a spiritual transformation as well. You know, you can't have one without the other. So spiritually, a lot of us are going to be going through a transformation as well. That's why it's so important to protect your energy. And I'm so glad that Ayazan came through, because she's saying that she's really going to be needed. She's really someone that y'all really need to get in touch with, especially for this week, you know, for my people that's doing readings and for my people that are empathic and need that special layer of protection from these spiritual attacks. And what this 9 of fire is talking about is apparent inactivity, because your actions will be more mental and or spiritual as you center yourself while you enter this stage of self-improvement, during which is necessary to save energy. So that's what this fire element reverse means. It means that you're supposed to be saving your energy. This is you. This is us. You know, we're holding on to our energy. We're saving it. We're saving the energy. We're not dwelling in these debates, these panels. We're not joining these panels. We're not getting into these disagreements and these arguments and all of that. We're saving our energy. We're saving our energy. We're protecting our energy. We're saving it. We're saving it. You know, the only thing that we need to be putting our energy towards this week is being on the grind, you know, honoring our ancestors and gods and goddesses known and unknown that are helping us through this journey that we can't see them. but they're here with us all the time, you know, and we got this air element on point. We got it on point, you know, cosmic balance, you know, this couple energy, becoming one with that other side of yourself, doing that shadow work, getting to know your inner child. That's what this couple can mean as well, shadow work. So don't be discouraged. You know, this might be other people around you perceiving you as being weak right now. But this is really you. This is really you. You know, so don't fall into an ego situation where you think you got to prove yourself to somebody just because you're deciding to save your energy. Now this makes so much sense. And I bet it's going to make way more sense when I pull these other cards. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So that's what this is talking about. Saving your energy. For that purpose, it is advisable to refrain from material things to reach higher levels of consciousness. And that means different things for different people. For some of us, that might mean abstaining from sex and alcohol and abstaining from those things that you know, if you get into it, is going to take your energy away. You know? And with this 7 of Fire reversed, it means a lot of us, we might be in some less comfortable positions and we might not understand why. You know, we might be facing some blockages and some things like that. Facing some blockages, demanding resources that may not be as practical or evolved as an exchange and stuff like that. But don't be discouraged. Don't think that your ancestors left you, or don't think that, you know, you're being cursed or something like that just because, you know, you may not be in a high vibrational position right now, because this is what's going on with you on the inside. You know, saving your energy. That's pretty much the premise of this reading. Saving your energy. You know, being that sniper, being focused, knowing when you need to act out, knowing when you need to hold them and fold them. You know, play your cards right, because this week you only got, you don't really got a lot of cards to play this week. So if you're gonna pull a card and you're gonna play it, make sure that it's worth it. And if you do that for this week, you will be glad that you did. So, that is my YouTube version of this On Point Orisha Tarot spread. I hope to see y'all on my Patreon, where I break down all the rest of these. And coming up next on BandClap TV is the interview that I did between me and the lovely D-Ray. So be on the lookout for that. And until next time, peace.